Today, I'm going to France for a training camp. Little trip with the team. That's gonna be nice. I'm going to be documenting everything for you guys. But I want to give you guys an update on my weightlifting career. It's been the hardest 4 months of my entire weightlifting career, not gonna lie. And I had to re-question my why. Because I was always chasing numbers. I was always chasing becoming world champion, Olympic champion, and all of this stuff, right? But I found out pretty soon when I could not feel my legs and I could not, even feel my back, that it was not a strong enough why. And I had a lot of time to think, right? I have a lot of time. Especially in Mexico, I was alone in an hotel room for like 3 days or 4 days after the treatment. And I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Right? Because for those who don't know, like I have a six-figure business at 18 years old, right? So like I'm not doing weightlifting for the money. I'm not doing weightlifting for the fame, right? I don't care about being famous. So why am I doing this? And I had multiple flashbacks and reminders of my phone of mini Brian, right? Brian, who was 8, 9 years old, no, 10, 11 years old, who just started with lifting, and he had a dream, right? An Olympic dream. And I realized, after a treatment, that the Olympic dream, I didn't really care about the Olympics. I didn't really care about the World Championships because my motivation was gone because I could not feel my legs. So I needed something stronger. And I found out that 11 years old Brian will be like, I asked myself, what will be that 11 years old Brian, what will he expect from me right now? And he will obviously expect like not giving up. He will expect coming back even stronger. That's what he will expect. And afterwards I was like, okay, and what am I gonna say to my kids if I give up, right? To my future kids. And that's when I was like, oh shit, like if I give up, I'm not giving the good example. Same thing with my little sister, same thing with my mother, same thing with my father. That's when I realized that in life you gotta be careful with what you commit to. You gotta be careful with what you start, right? Because right now, I wanted to give up every single day, not gonna lie. Like every single training sessions, I just wanted to cry. I didn't want to be there. Like, people say gym is therapy, but for me, it was gym is hell, right? When I went into business, I was talking with my partners, with my clients, and all of this. It was nice, it was cool, it was tiring, obviously, but it was nice. And afterwards, when I came to the gym, it was hell. I was like, oh my lord, like my legs, I cannot walk. Everybody's looking at me, like, oh fuck, this sucks, right? And that's why I had to find my why. My why right now is my younger self. That Brian who was waking up at 6 a.m. every and 5 a.m. every single day before going to school. That's my why. And that why is so fucking strong that yesterday I snatched 105 kilos after not being able to feel my legs 4 weeks ago. And I mean, I pretty much realized that if you don't have a strong why in business, in your professional life, in your personal life, even in weightlifting, you're never gonna get there. In business, the reason why I was able to succeed so rapidly is because everybody wasn't there for the money. Everybody was in there for the Lamborghinis and the Rolexes and all of this stuff. And I'm not saying that I don't like that, but it was not my why. My why was my mother. And I was so emotional about my why that I was willing to work 24 hours straight on my business, right? I didn't care if I was passionate about my business, if I failed, if I succeeded. I just wanted to make money so I could take care of my mom, pay her rent, and eventually retire her, right? And that's why I succeeded so fast, so fast. I failed six businesses before, but I succeeded pretty fast compared to other people, right? Only 2 years getting to six figures. Not everybody does that, right? Like last night, I took my mom to the restaurant and my sister to the restaurant. And my sister, she reminded me, like, Brian, do you remember like 7 months ago when you told me that you were $5,000 in debt and that you wanted to succeed, but things were not going your way? And now you're paying us dinner, you pay rent for mom. Like, we're so proud of you. And my mother, too, she was looking at me, she was like, I'm proud of you, son, right? Like, I know how much hard work it took you. And I was like, you guys don't know how much hard work. You guys don't know how many sleepless nights, right? So it's the same thing for weightlifting. When people come to me and they're like, "Oh, Brian, like your genetics. Oh, Brian, like what a what a competition performance. Whoa, Brian, what a snatch, what a clean and jerk, incredible, good job, bro." I'm like, bro, yeah, genetics, yeah, crazy performance, but you guys don't know how much suffering it took me to be there. Especially with now I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be grateful with every single snatch that I do because I know how much pain it took, right, guys? So now let's stop talking about pain and let's start preparing the trip because we have the trip in like about 5 hours, and I haven't prepared nothing yet. Guys, we're getting ready to travel to Paris, Charles de Gaulle. Emily, are you excited for the trip? Yes. How much do you want to do at the competition?
120 and 100.
100?
Yeah.
100? Alright, guys, so we just arrived to France. Here is our room, okay? There's gonna be 3 people here. Look at this here. This is crazy. This is insane. There's no space in the room, bro. Yo.
We gotta sleep on top of each other.
Yeah. Wait, what? Bro, Asher's sleeping here. Bro, this is crazy. We're here with Emily. Emily, what do you think about the hotel rooms?
They're special and really comfortable.
Well, how much would you rate them out of 10?
Like a -2.
Eso es, muy bien. Voy a... Atrás de la cabeza. Eso. ¡Up, up, up, up! ¡Atrás de la cabeza! ¡Aguanta! ¡Vamos! ¡Vamos! Alright, guys, just came back from Paris from France. France overall was just an amazing experience. My knee's getting better, it was a very fun time with friends. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, right now it sucks. I just arrived a few hours ago and it sucks to come back. Come back to the grind, come back to working on my laptop 24/7 because here's the thing, I was in France with one girl that I didn't meet in France. I met her, a few months back, and it was amazing being with her during the whole trip, and it was amazing being with her for most of the trip, and I was with some very, very good friends of mine. I was having fun, eating out and this and that and nice hotels. Well, sometimes some of the hotels were not the best, but good hotels and this and that. And it was overall a very fun experience. I would say it's the first vacation of my entire life. It was truly the first vacation of my entire life because every single time that I traveled in the past, it was just, for trainings, training camps and this and that. But I truly stayed there a good 3-4 days in Paris and somewhere else in France, and there was not that much training, and it was very nice. But when I came back a few hours ago, I've been here for about 3 hours. Right now it's 1 a.m. The jet lag is just killing me right now. I just cannot stop working because I'm anxious. But meanwhile, I was working. I was like, fuck, this sucks. I want to go back to France, right? And this really reminds me of me when I was 12 years old, and this was the biggest life-changing experience of my entire life. I think I've never told this on camera, but I was 12 years old and I just came back from a really good, time with my friends in school, and I had my first girlfriend and everything was going good, and I came back home and there was not a big discussion, but just my mother and my father, they were very tired from work, because my father and my mother worked a lot back when I was younger. Even right now, my mother's, she used to work a lot, and they were working a lot, and it kind of just killed the vibe at first. But after, my mother, she was talking to me and she was saying like, I'm very tired, I'm very this, I'm very that. And I just remember sitting down there, just being like, fuck. I'm here having fun, but my mother is, working 24/7 and I'm not doing anything about it. Guys, I was 12 years old, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys, or some of you guys, have gone through this situation of just your parents struggling. But for me, it truly stuck in my mind for a while. And from the ages of 12 to 15, I was kind of just playing around and all of this stuff. But that little moment stayed inside of my mind, and I was like, fuck, my mom is working, I'm here, having fun with girls and this and that. And it just didn't feel right with me for those 3 years. And I remember the feeling of, fuck, I cannot do nothing about this. Like, it sucks. And I had the same exact feeling today. I was just grinding on my laptop and I was like, fuck, that's what I have to do. You get what I'm saying? That's what I have to do for the next few months, and it's just gonna suck. And there's gonna be times that it's gonna be stressful. Like right now, I'm gonna be anxious, and I'm gonna be this, and there's gonna be problems, and this and that, and this and that. But that's life as a man. I don't know as a woman, because I've never been a woman, but life as a man, it sucks. Most of the time, there's no trips to Paris, there's no girlfriends, there's no friends, there's no this, there's no that. It sucks. It truly sucks. And right now, being fully transparent with you guys, I'm making enough money to finance my dream car, which for me it's a C8, it's a Corvette. I have enough money to finance that right now. I'm making a lot of money from my business, but I know that if I just go and have fun with my, dream car and all this stuff, it's just gonna kill my momentum. It's going to distract me. It's going to take away from my attention and my discipline, right? I want to work so hard for the next few months that not only my current family, but also my future family is set up for life. I want to work so hard in the next few months that, my weightlifting career, I'm just gonna be top 2, top 1 in the world. That's what I want to do. And when you have big ambitions in life, it's going to suck most of the time. It's truly going to suck. And now I'm about to, have a call with 2 of my clients. I'm about to work for the next few hours, and it's 1 a.m. right now. It's 1 a.m. Right? I haven't slept in like 30 hours. I'm having headache, and I'm recording this, and I'm working, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. But it's because I understand that I need to use all of this energy that I have right now, so my future self, my future wife, and my future kids don't have to suffer as much as I'm suffering right now. For my future boys, they're gonna suffer, but for the woman in my life, I want them to be at peace. And if right now, you're making 100K a year, or 200, or 400, or $500,000 a year, I would suggest you, like with my entire heart, that you give some of that
to your family, give some of that to your mom, give some of that to your dad. And yes, my mom, she did some mistakes. Yes, my dad, they did some mistakes. But on the other side, they sacrificed a lot for me. A lot. And I need to give them back. I have a debt. They worked so hard for me back when I was younger, and even right now as coaches. Like, I need to give them back. Like 10x. I need to give my mom a salary for raising a badass son. That's my mindset, right? And most people, they're just only focused on weightlifting, or only focused on their professional career, or only focused on their health. I want to be focused on everything. Every single aspect of my life in the next few months. I just want to become the best version of myself. And that's what I'm gonna do. And it's not only for me, it's also for the people that I love. For the people that are counting on me. So guys, now it's time to get back to work. I'm going to be doubling down on YouTube, doubling down on my Instagram. So if you haven't done it yet, subscribe to my channel if you love the videos. And guys, God bless you. And if you want to add 25 kilos to your total in the next few months, you can click the link down below and I'll give you some crazy results. Last month we got over 500 demands and I only accepted 5 people. So if you actually saying that you're a good fit for this, we'll see each other on a call. So see you guys on the next one, and God bless you guys.